everything. It's been a while, but I'm back, and I promise to give y'all consistent content, at least maybe twice a month. Today's segment is Shop Talk. I got my sister,
Tkeya and
Alicia.
Alicia's in the corner.
Girl, my friend Alicia's shop. She don't want to be in there. But
No face, no trace.
SBYT. We got Nene here. She don't want to be in the either, but you'll hear her voice.
Say hey.
And this is Shop Talk.
All right, let's jump into it. First topic.
You look like a newscaster
Director?
right now. Yeah.
Okay, we about to blow up because I'm tired of this. So come on, let's
get into it.
What's that we talking about when I get your hair done?
Usually men are the topic, but I just feel like we give them too much credit these days.
Right.
I just feel like if more people focus on ourselves and like
Not
focus
these
on
niggas.
like not these niggas, we would be so much ahead.
Yeah.
I just had a situation where I told this guy like, you know, I focused so much on you, I wasn't able to accomplish my goals. I lost myself in our relationship and all these things. And he was like, so you saying like I just came in and distracted you? I said, I'm not saying you did anything. I allowed myself to get distracted. I admit the part that I played in the situation because no one is fully your responsibility.
But why y'all think we do that? Like, soon as you start messing with a person, especially if you really, really like them, like, I feel like when we're single, we'll work out, we'll eat right, we'll be like, but we'll just be so driven for his careers and stuff like that. And then, I mean, I'm not saying you lack that in a man, but it's like when you start meeting with somebody, all this kind of slow down. And it's a lot of women who do it though.
I do, but I also think because we're like natural nurturers,
yeah.
So we nurture people, but nurture them to the capacity where it can be smothering.
Yeah.
She's a Scorpio, so it's bad.
Yeah, I like that we go together real
so
bad.
You be like
real bad, like
okay, let me fix you real quick. Let me get you together, and then I'm gonna come back to myself.
Yes. And then I don't ever get back to myself. And then
and then you just years in, like boom, I'm still fixing you.
And you're still not fixed.
And you're still not fixed.
Yeah.
And then you leave and you go thrive somewhere else. But I'm not a person I get upset at that. Because I feel like I gave you what I was supposed to give you.
Right.
And whatever you do with it, it's yours to keep.
So you basically, you just pour. You like pour. Yeah. Well, that's deep. What you say? I know, because we do it though. A lot of women really do it. Do you do that? You're laughing. You do that too, do you?
You do it too.
Yeah.
Terrible. I'm terrible.
It's real bad.
Well, you be lessons learned, and then I don't ever learn my lesson.
And
know
then
how they
it's a
say God
cycle.
will really put you through the same thing until you learn your lesson?
Yeah.
I don't know when I'm going to learn my lesson.
Do you think it's like when the right person come along?
I don't know.
I feel like eventually get everything you want out of life.
Right.
But you gotta be clear on what it is
What
that
you want. Yeah, clear vision.
in order for you to get it.
Yeah.
But
These
I
niggas
feel
be
like
clouding your vision.
they do cloud your vision. But I also feel like every part of your journey is supposed to happen. Because you know, like if you never went through something, you're like, oh shit, then I would have never tolerated this.
Y'all be thinking it's an age difference though in men. You go, okay, if I mess with somebody, I don't know. I know. I can't even say that. Right. I know the history. Right. I can't say that. Yeah.
They are all the same.
I can't. Yeah.
And then like, even the ones you think are different, they'll end up showing you like, damn, you're just like that.
You're just like the
nigga.
one. Yeah.
But enough about these niggas.
But that's really number one, like shop
That
talk.
is number
Like
one.
would y'all be out here being like Young Miami?
What?
Like
We go together real
there's
bad.
no title. There's no title. Cause they both said there wasn't no title, but
We go together real bad.
Yeah,
Listen,
right,
after 2
right.
business days, we go together, okay?
Real bad.
And that's just that, and we go together, and you're gonna love it here. It's okay though, because I fall in love after 2 business days, but you'll be in love for life. So
right.
All my niggas love it here. Like
all my niggas love it here, and all my niggas come back. That's why I say I fall in love after 2 business days, but you'll love it for life.
Yeah.
I'm really one of the people. I'm here for a good time, not a long time, but it always turns into a long time.
Right.
And I'm one of those people who just always have good intentions, uplifting them.
I mean, yeah, my intentions be pure, but I'm not messing with no broke nigga. That's just not happening again.
Sure.
What do y'all mean, broke niggas? Like
taking
what?
care of a nigga.
No money.
Like no,
Like
not
taking
no
care of
fucking
Okay.
hustle or ambition. You're crazy as hell.
So
On my
yeah,
life, no.
you going 50-50?
No, I'm
No.
50-50. I'm not 50-50.
To a
I'm
certain
not going
extent.
50-50.
I'm not. I don't have a problem with 50-50.
You're paying half on the rent?
Oh, we're talking. I thought we were talking about like 50.
No,
I don't want to pay
bills.
bills. I don't want to pay bills.
No, I mean like you got half rent, you got half.
No, I just feel like my dad young as fuck.
Yeah.
But my dad was just like, before he left, he was just like, a man's supposed to do two things, provide and protect. And I
Right.
hold on to those two things.
I don't know, because I'm more of a prideful type person, so it's like I don't want a nigga to ever be able to say like, oh, bitch, you
I
working for
paid
me,
your
you working
rent.
like, yeah, no.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Right.
You not about to.
I don't have a problem with 50-50. I don't. I really don't think I would. Yeah, to a certain extent.
Cause they like people was really debating on social media
They
like
debate
everywhere
every 2 weeks. I'm
About
tired of seeing the debate.
about
I
50-50.
feel
Yeah.
like people should do what works for them.
Right.
That's the thing.
Yeah, that's
Nobody
that's
wants
good.
to do what works for them these days.
The
Yeah.
problem with people on social media is they try to conform to social media's rules and regulations, and it's like y'all can see a bitch with what you see is like $1,000 of designer, this, that, and the third, and that's not the same. It's like off DH Gate or something. Like it
Right.
might even be real,
Yeah.
but you're
Replica.
like trying to
Mimic.
back.
Or even like you can see somebody with like all of these things, like they can financially be stable, they can have the relationship, they can have the car, but they can be so broken inside. Why are you trying to have somebody like that you don't even know?
That's
Right.
just like, I don't know if y'all watched the Kevin Gates interview when he was saying like,
But
the
he
story
wanna kill
tells me that
himself?
2020. He said he tried to kill
Yeah, he
himself
tried to kill
2020.
himself twice.
Like,
Yeah.
you got
twice.
all that, like, you know, you would never think that because you got people, but people think money buys happiness, it doesn't. The motherfuckers who are the richest be
The most broken.
broken inside. And
Yeah.
depressed. Just like Robin Williams when he killed himself. I was sad about that. That was one of my favorite actors. He was like, I was watching this documentary. They said he was just like, you know, regular to like leading up to it, and then it was just like he snapped one
He
day.
just not.
But like mental health is a real thing.
Very.
And like fighting depression is a real thing.
Yeah.
And trying to get yourself out of that space.
Right.
Because everything like starts in your mind. And
Mhm.
it's you. And no matter what people could be like, okay, I got you, or you gonna be okay. Or
Right.
it's like something you have to want to climb out of.
Right.
Because like when it gets dark, it gets so dark that it's just be like, I can't see the light.
And I'm one of those people, I will think myself down a rabbit hole, and I have to come back to reality like, what? Like, you just made all these scenarios up in your head.
And then demons. People be fighting a lot of demons.
They do.
Childhood.
Traumas,
Like, yeah,
traumas,
yeah,
traumas.
right.
And I go to therapy every other Friday. And me and my therapist was talking about childhood trauma. He was talking about me trying to get disciplined at this big age.
Mhm.
I had freedom for so long. Like my
Yeah.
mom worked.
This is one.
Yeah, like my mom worked. My dad was gone.
Yeah.
So I have freedom.
Yeah.
So now I'm 31 and I got goals and stuff. I need discipline. Or
Right.
it's not going to work.
Right.
And now me trying to get disciplined at this big age is so hard.
Yeah.
And a majority of my traumas wasn't even at the hands of my mom. It was because I just was being grown.
Yeah, you wanted to do what you want to do, right?
Because like I'm the type like somebody be like go left and going right.
Absolutely.
Because I want to know why you told me not to go right. I got a question, and either one of y'all can answer it first. What is one of the biggest lessons that y'all feel like y'all learned from your previous relationship?
Don't trust no nigga, no.
You know what?
Real shit, good. I honestly, I feel like I haven't been in a real ass relationship since like 2017.
But you were in love.
Right.
I love all my niggas. And all my niggas love me.
Well, why she thinking about you?
Keep my independence.
Yeah, for sure.
And definitely keep my independence. No matter who you do it, like as far as like money wise, anything, don't ever let a man handicap you. To the point like it's really lifeline type, you know. So I've been in a situation like that where a man really handicapped me, and it wasn't purposely. It was more like
Spoiled. I mean,
Right.
but you are always spoiled.
I know, but you know, like your mother spoiled, your dad spoiled, your family spoiled. It's a different type of spoiled from a man, especially when you know you kind of go out on your own, for as like financially, all that type of stuff. That would be my advice to any woman that like old, young, definitely don't let a man handicap you because they will. Like, and they still do till this day. Like, they'll have multiple women and y'all will all be handicapped.
I feel like my biggest lesson was just like you can't change people, no matter who they are. You have to learn to create a space for who they are if that's who you choose to be with.
Right.
But you can't change a person. But then I also feel like sometimes it's okay to not overshare. As far as certain things that you've been through or certain things.
Oh, that's a great
one.
Yeah,
like
if
it's
I was
okay.
like, I'm trying to repair my relationship with one of my old, and it's just like, you have thrown so much shit back in my face.
I told you out of a place of vulnerability,
exactly.
Right?
And it's like, I don't know, we were just having this talk earlier because it's like, we'll be doing good for weeks. And then I will just fall back, and it's like he's in jail, so he's like trying to figure out did he do something. I'm just like, it's not that, I just don't. Once I get to that point where I feel like it's about to be too much, it's like it's hurting his feelings. But bro, you hurt my feelings first. I forgave him, but my problem is I forgive people, but I never forget.
I forgive, but I don't forget. But I had to learn how to forgive from a space of just like I'm okay with saying like I forgive you, but
do you
don't
mean
really
it
forgive you? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So now I be like praying to truly forgive this person.
Yeah.
And not even like speak on their name, not say nothing, not none of that.
I think with us, we be like, I forgive you, but we're not working on the steps to forgive that person.
Right.
But I think also forgiveness is a two-part thing, right? Because like you also gotta forgive yourself for the part you played, and then you gotta forgive the person. Because you'll be doing good, right, with your boo, whatever. Then you'll just be sitting there like, this motherfucker had me fucked up. Like you can't be fucked up. But then it's just like, all right, but you said you forgive him, right? Like that's like, nah, you can't be. Can't go back on your word, like you forgive somebody, because it's like we gotta give people the same grace we would want somebody to give us. And forgiveness, I try to operate.
These niggas don't never forgive and forget this. So.
No, they don't. They don't. No.
That's why sometimes I be on like, all right, I'm forever get my lick back.
Yeah, because that's
but I definitely think something that my past relationship flings, whatever, taught me is. I don't want to get my lick back. Like, if that's what you choose to do, I'm always going to like I'm not doing my life where I'm going to let a nigga do what he wants to do every single time, because it's like, if that's what you choose to do, all right, bro, cool. But once it's my turn, I'm not going to say my turn, but once I'm over the situation, I don't want to hear nothing.
Yeah. Right.
I don't want to hear nothing, because I'm not a nagger. I might speak on something. Yeah. But once I speak on it and it's not improving, all right, it's just a mental note for me. I'll, when I'm ready to be done with you, I'm cool.
So is there levels of get back? Like, is there like, have you ever been like, okay, damn, I went to the extreme with this shit. Like, I really.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I definitely feel like, I should have thought about that before I can say for me, like,
what did I do?
I don't know. I'm trying to think. I was like, I went too far with this.
I always go too far. Like when Pooh Shiesty said, you gotta know I go too far, he was talking about me as a person. Like, I take shit too far. That's just me. I mean, but that's probably the problem. I don't think nothing I do is to the extreme. So I'm telling one of y'all be like, you did too much. Yeah, like, you took it too far. So like the stuff I did to get back, or whatever the case is, I don't feel like, I got one person to get back, and I ain't get back there.
Is there an expiration date on getting back there?
No.
Like, no. So you'd be like, it could be years from later, and you're like, oh, I forget.
Mm-hmm.
Females and males.
But I think Scorpios is so vindictive. Like, we are so like, oh, I might not get you now, but I'm gonna get you something.
And I might even get you on. I'm gonna be like, oh, that was a good
on my life.
God, you was
on my life. On my life. We be like, we're not gonna let nobody have one up on us. That's what we not going to do.
Even if you think you got one up.
He's not going to never have one up on us.
Never. Or how long does it take to get a sponge? Because I feel like my record is a sponge.
Do you feel like it's a sponge?
Yeah.
I feel like my record is a sponge. Especially with that 2 years of celibacy. Like,
so you're that shit,
Yeah, like what?
So does this start over, or it's like, no? Or do you just get smarter at being...
yeah. Sure. Because I feel like that city girl, like,
yeah. Even if it's good to sleep, it just wakes back up when you're single.
Yeah. Sometimes.
But even in your situation, because I mean, people still be hoeing in relationships. Both parties.
That'd be wild.
Yeah, that is wild. Because I be like, like, I want to be on that man's balls when I'm in a relationship.
Yeah. Like, but I think women more be cheating because they be like, oh, I know you're cheating. So
right.
Yeah.
I swear, I'll get back then.
So it's like married men off limits, or is it just like...
never messed with a married man.
That's what I said too. I never did
It
this.
just happened so fast.
Yeah.
And he used to break fucking bread like Jesus did.
Yeah.
And this nigga had me like coming to his house to get bread off of him and
That's
everything. Like,
disrespectful.
yes. And I only did it one time. And after that, I felt
Did
so
you
bad.
feel
And
bad?
I felt, I felt terrible. And I felt bad from him. But bitch, I was going on a trip. I needed my money.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I ain't gonna be able to see you before you leave. You gotta come get the money. I'm like, oh my fucking God. But
How was your nerves? Because you was like, I'm here because like this is like.
I know. It was just so bad.
Well,
I got
what
like in and out. It was like in and out. It was a quick
You went
transaction.
inside the
I
house?
went
You went
in the
inside.
house.
Yeah, let me see, he's tripping.
I went
yeah.
in the house, y'all.
You're
But
going to
this-
hell.
like, shut the fuck up.
That
just made me wonder, like, you were comfortable doing it with me. How many other
Bitches
females are you?
do
Like,
that.
that's crazy.
Yeah. That nigga, when I say break bread,
Yeah.
he
Like Jesus did.
bitch, what? Like birthday. I will never forget this shit. So it's my birthday. This nigga went to jail like 2 days before my birthday. I was on the phone crying and tree like, oh my God, I can't believe he went to jail like right before my birthday. So he's like, I'm about to pull up. So look.
And they want to join your birthday.
Before my birthday?
Yes.
Especially if your birthday was before mine. That's
Exactly.
wild.
On my life, cause I go.
You better still make it happen from jail. I don't-
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell
Yeah.
you.
But not, I mean, a lot of women's making it happen from jail.
They are.
Definitely.
Like,
yeah. So he gets out. He calls me. It's my birthday passes, but I was celebrating that weekend.
Mhm.
So he calls me like, yo. I'm like, he's like, you don't know my voice? I'm like, oh my God, you're home? He's like, yeah. He's like, I'm about to pull up in front of your mom's house in like 5 minutes. So I'm like, all right. So he like, come outside. So I come outside. He has this bag, like a coon's bag full of money in the passenger seat. And he's like, just dig in the bag, whatever you get out the bag, happy birthday. So I just dug in the bag. I got like, I think I want to say I got like 1,700 out the bag. And
see?
he was like, happy birthday.
You needed more hands.
I needed more. I know. I just grabbed like. I know. I just grabbed like. But it was like all this money was like 10s, 20s.
Okay.
50, it was like hundreds. So it was like a whole bunch of money
Yeah.
in a bag. So it was just like I just grabbed whatever my hands could grab and stuffed it in my
So why did you
purse.
stop? Like, what happened? Was he getting too deep?
He went to jail,
okay.
and I had another dude what I was doing with him, and my other dude was abusive as fuck, and he kept finding his number in my
finding
phone.
out.
So we kept rumbling about him,
Okay.
and like, so it wasn't like I was just dealing with him.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I was just dealing with him. So I had another dude, and like every time I would come home with like something new or something, he always knew
okay.
like where the fuck you get that from. Like,
Yeah.
I stopped caring though because the other dude was like, you ever have a nigga that you don't want him to be your boyfriend, but he want to be your boyfriend, but you still be fucking with him like he's
Yeah,
your
like
boyfriend?
yeah.
Yeah, but he wasn't my boyfriend. So he just, it was that. And we used to fight all the time. So after I got done messing with him, I started messing with my son's dad. And my son's dad was breaking bread. So that was all I
Yeah,
fucking needed.
right.
Yeah, because off the rip, my son's dad was just like, whatever you want, baby.
Yeah,
Like, whatever you want, baby. And I'm just like, okay. He used to be like, he used to say this thing. Because we used to live like far out.
Yeah.
So he used to be like, I buried you like my money and moved you far out. And
Like,
like we had, like we had this big ass house. We had like, it was definitely princess life on the outside. Shit.
Yeah.
But it wasn't worth it.
So you feel good now? You look good
I
then.
feel
On the
good.
outside. Because a lot of girls be like that though. Look good on the outside and then y'all messed up on the
I feel good.
inside.
I feel good. The only fucked up part is like he spoiled me too much.
Yeah.
So now I be expecting people to replicate
You
that.
got it.
And be like, niggas be like, bitch, I'm not your man. Like,
Right.
I'm not doing all that. Like,
But how do you get out of that as women? Like when you're used to that top tier and
You
then
gotta give it to yourself.
you do. Because I
Yeah.
just had this conversation with somebody today, and like, he was down my fucking throat about like saving money. It's okay to like nice things, but some shit you need to sit out so your savings can be in
Yeah.
such a place so when you do those things it don't bother you. And I'm just like, I don't want to hear it.
right.
Like, and it was like, I need to hear it. And then he was like, I know you got that stupid ass face on that you always had. I know you look dumb right now, but
Yeah.
I'm only saying all of this because I care about you.
Right.
But the crazy part is my uncle was just having this conversation with me yesterday. Like, you gotta get out of that materialistic phase. You gotta get out of that wanting everything
Yeah,
and then
right.
going on all these vacations and But like for me, sometimes vacations is like mental breaks.
Literally.
Like
Yeah.
I need a break from life.
Yeah, right.
I just told myself I want to take a trip. I think I'm gonna do it for my birthday, where it's like no turning back. Like I literally just want to relax. I've never had a trip where I could just relax. It's always
I always say that.
running.
Right.
Like I just want to relax, reset.
I want to go on a solo trip.
I want to. but
Yeah,
I'm
I've
scared.
seen a lot of people like, are you scared?
A little bit.
Yeah.
This girl, when we was in Jamaica, she was by herself, and I knew she was by herself. But when we all came down by the pool, she was like, "I want to go with my boyfriend," but she was by herself.
Yeah.
But I
that's
guess
what they're supposed to say.
Yeah, that is what you're supposed to.
Like I follow some Black Girl Travel Network or something on Instagram, and they say that like you go on vacation by yourself. Don't ever tell people that you're by yourself.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of one-on-one though. Like you and another scenery.
I love being by myself.
Yeah, girl, I love it. Yeah.
I love being.
I like waking up to silence.
I
like
love silence.
being alone. I like hearing myself think. But being with yourself, that's a part of being in your own energy.
I
Right.
feel like you gotta be in a strong mental place to enjoy.
Yourself.
Right.
I take myself on dates too.
Absolutely.
Like
Yeah.
I take
And
myself
I love
on
it.
dates. I'll go to the movies by myself. I do stuff by myself. Doesn't bother me. I don't feel weird.
But a lot of people like they always have to have people around them.
But those are people who really
I feel like I
can.
used to be like that. Now it's like I'm always by myself. I mean,
Yeah.
part of the year, of course, but if not, I'm in the crib by myself.
Like
Out by myself.
enjoying your peace. Like
Yeah,
there has to
that's
be-
really
I don't
your
have to worry
peace,
about
right.
nobody. I'm by myself.
So what age limit do y'all think that like really clicks on?
I think like later.
I don't know. I
in
feel like it might depend on what you've been through.
Yeah,
Like stuff like that.
because you
Yeah.
been through a lot.
Right.
But I don't think you give yourself a pat on the back of like.
I mean, I do to a
How
certain
strong
extent,
you
but
are.
it's just like, I don't
I
know.
mean, like like I don't want to say I'm proud of you for surviving life because life be life.
Yeah.
Fact, like,
But like I do feel a strong sense of like I just love to watch your story unfold
you're
because
brave.
like you don't give up.
and I feel like that's the reason why I like being by myself. Like, I'm not going to like getting close to people and more people.
People's energy be off.
People's
A lot.
energy do the
Oh,
opposite.
a
Yeah.
lot.
And that's why I watch because like I love my people. And even when people like that post when it's like, y'all gotta tell me when y'all like me. I'd be happy to see y'all.
Yeah.
That's really me. Like I'd be happy to see people and it's like if you care for me or something, you need to let me know that. Like
Right.
but I'm really a people
Person. Yeah.
and I enjoy seeing people progress. I enjoy seeing when people go through the storm, make it out on the other side. I enjoy seeing people being laced with luxury and nice things. I
Yeah.
enjoy that because it's just like we all deserve it
Right.
to some sense of capacity.
Yeah.
Or whatever it looks like to you. Because my happiness might not look like yours and yours might not look like mine.
Right.
But as long as you're happy, it makes me
Yeah.
happy.
I think a lot of people will be like, I'm happy, but then it'd be like, they're not.
Yeah.
You know?
They're trying to
But
convince
that's the same.
themselves.
Yeah. But that's the same thing with how everybody be like, I'm protecting my peace when you're the fucking hell.
Right.
And it's like, what
You
peace?
see that a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. But then also it's a new like thing. It's just like a my peace.
Yeah.
But it's like if you ask somebody, well, what does peace look like to you? They
They don't
don't
have
even
an
have an
answer.
answer.
Right. I think a lot of people deal with public humiliation.
Yeah.
So to be like, instead of dealing with what you deal with, they be like, oh, brush it off and be like, I'm happy, I'm at peace. Girl,
Yeah.
you need to deal with what you dealt with.
Yeah.
Because we all been there, as far as like anything. Like everybody had experienced something in their life where they be like, I wanted to crawl under a rock and never,
Come
come out.
Yeah.
So when you actually overcome that and then you be like, I'm at peace, yes, it's you like a little good on you.
And don't disturb my damn peace.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
And that's what I
Right.
said. Like I just
Right.
said that. Like I don't mind.
It's like I know people be meaning well, but it'll just be like, if I'm over a situation,
Don't bring it up.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
Let it go.
Yeah.
it hurts you more than it hurts me at this
Right,
Exactly.
right. Because you care to know how I came out on the winning side.
Yeah.
And you know, of the situation. So I'm not about to give you like the recipe. Pray about
like,
it. Yeah.
Like a good group of girlfriends or
Yes. That's
Because you
important.
need to like pour out.
Mhm.
And even when you're going through those emotions, like when I went through like my breakup with my son's dad, I isolated, which wasn't the healthiest. I had
Yeah.
my grandma though, so I was living with her, so I would like completely tell her like how I felt
Mhm.
or whatever I was going through or whatever. Like you know, for me, my last dude called it quits. And my friend was like, I just can't wait for you to be happy again. I'm like,
Yeah.
But I'm giving myself a pat on the back for showing up because last time I didn't show up.
Right.
Last time you didn't hear from me. Last time I was in this space,
So you
no one heard
seen the
from me.
growth within
Yeah,
yourself.
I'm like,
Yeah.
no one heard from me. No one seen me. I buried
Yeah.
myself in work, and
Yeah.
that was that. I think people around you need to be mindful of those seasons too.
Yeah, and I always look at it like, you can't tell me how to. I wouldn't say get over my storm if you never been through a storm, but you have a lot of people.
Oh, that part.
Yeah,
Say it
for
again.
real.
Like,
You have
don't
a lot
tell
of
me how to react to some shit that you never
right,
been
that you
through.
never been exactly. So you
But
gotta,
even
like,
if they
watch.
have been in your shoes, they're not
Please
you.
don't ever say
They're not
something
going to
like that.
experience
Even
it
if
to
you haven't
the core
even
of
been
their
close to
being.
that type of situation,
Right.
it's okay, you gotta be similar, but it's like, you don't know how I feel, so don't tell me how to, like you said, react or even have my emotions, because what storm have you been through? Like, you know, and I'm not talking about your childhood. Listen, I'm talking about whatever
Right now,
similar to, right, if I'm going through something and you have not been through something like that, I don't want to hear your, like.
And I feel like that's why a lot of people probably don't like vent to me anymore, because it's like, I'll listen to you vent and I won't say nothing. Not like that, but it's just like, I don't want
No, you know what? I enjoy
I don't want
people
to like,
that.
I don't vent no more. So it's just like, if I vent, it's because I really need to let it out.
Out,
No,
right.
I
Other than that, you won't hear
enjoy
from me.
people like Kishona. I will call you a bit.
Right, and I'll just be saying
Yeah,
And she'll sit there. And that's fine with me because sometimes I just need to let it out.
Yeah.
And that's it. And when I hang up, I feel better.
Right.
But I just needed to I just needed a safe space to let it out.
Yeah, because you'll vent to somebody and then you'll read.
And then you'll get in a car and be like, yeah. Or you'll get in the car and be like, fuck, I
I
should
should
have
have
said
said that, yeah. I even shouldn't have gave that much detail, because
Yeah.
now it's going to be like, you done twisted my situation and my words to giving me a whole bunch of city mess.
For
And it's
sure.
like, now,
Yeah.
I probably should just write this shit down
In my journal.
Yeah.
Your diary. That's why I had me fucked up today.
By the time, if it ain't come out of Luke's mouth, Felicia, Destiny, you don't know shit.
Some people thrive off of being in
And if I feel like the whole city thrives off that. Like, just even like the Facebook, how Facebook could go on for days and days about a topic that has nothing to do with them, but it's about somebody in the city. Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, somebody had said something about the, and I told myself I wasn't going to bring this up on here. The boss girl, somebody could have said, it's like, y'all talked about another bitch's coochie for 3 to 5 days.
See, like,
And I felt it.
I don't know, a couple, like, years ago, I stopped. I never really did though. I don't really care for
Facebook.
I don't really care for people
Nothing.
like who's trending for as like you said, the girl down at the club, anybody getting bashed. I don't speak on it. Like, I might call you and be like, oh,
Right.
did you see such and such, and be like, wow. But as far as like going on, if I see somebody getting bashed for anything though, I'm like, I'm not really speaking. It wasn't me,
Right.
you know, it wasn't no one close to me, and if it was, I'm not gonna address anything on social media. Like, but people need validation, you know, like that's what they want, and it's crazy because it's really a form of bullying though, and that's the sad part. And I always say that, like, people,
And then we don't know how people feel when
Yeah.
they're trending and stuff, how they go to sleep at night. Because
Yeah.
like, I might wake up tomorrow,
That's
I'm still
really-
trending, I'm still, and it's
but
like,
that's really a form of bullying to have multiple people like don't
from
even
all
know
over
you.
the world.
Yeah, all over to basically target you. It's like kids in high school or something. Like, it's a
Right.
form of bullying. So,
Thank you for coming to our TED Talk. Like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me who you think we should have next. Yeah.
Follow our social media.
Anything you think we need to improve on? Follow all of our social media.
Yes.
Follow all of our businesses.
All of my stuff, TkeyaN.org.
Everything will be linked below.
Tkeya and on Tkeya.N on Instagram. Tkeya on Facebook. And it's spelled TKEYAANN.
good energy only. Please don't follow if you got that negative energy, because it will not get
Please.